Assalamu alaikum. Mind you, I made these videos one after the other, so in case each video reaches a different person at a different time, I'm learning Islam and I'm Muslim, and you're gonna learn with me. So here we go. How much should I worship Allah? Does Allah want you to worship Him 24/7? Obviously, yes. God told us this is no uncertain. God told us this in no uncertain terms. He said, "Did I not create jinn and mankind except to worship me?" Quran 51:56. God expects us to worship. I feel like I said something wrong. God expects us worship Him continually. Psalms 105:4. But Allah also told us, say, who has forbidden the establishments of Allah and the good things of his providing, which He brought forth for His servants? Quran 7:32. He asks this rhetorical question to bring to our attention that enjoying life does not defy the purpose of our existence. Allah wants you to enjoy what He has created for you, and in doing so, you fulfill the purpose of your existence. You as a human being cannot devote all your time to worship in the sense of a ceremonial worship, such as performing salah. Wait. You as a human being cannot devote all your time to worship in the sense of ceremonial worship, such as performing salah, fasting, performing hajj or umrah, or non-ceremonial worship such as reading and reflecting on the Quran and praising God. There are human needs you must satisfy. You need to rest, you need to eat, and you need to have some fun and entertainment to refresh yourself and rejuvenate your strength. Additionally, you desire to discover the universe and its laws, discover cures for diseases, and make other kinds of discoveries. Allah knows that, but Allah wants you to understand that the purpose of your existence is to worship Him. With this understanding in mind, you can proceed in the voyage of life, undertake actions, and participate in the activities that are complementary to the purpose of your existence, while keeping away from the activities that are contradictory to the purpose of your existence, such as sinful and unwholesome lifestyles. You can make your entire activities pass as good deeds when you do them in a way that pleases your Lord. This is how you incorporate those activities into the purpose of your existence. Allah's Messenger drove the point home when he said, "When you satisfy your sexual needs in a lawful way, you will be rewarded." The companions asked, "We satisfy our sexual needs and due to that we will be rewarded?" He said, "Wouldn't it be the case if you satisfied your sexual needs in a prohibited way, you would be held accountable? Conversely, when you satisfy your sexual needs in a lawful way, you will be rewarded." This statement gives us a very positive understanding as to why we should conduct our lives. Islam teaches that human sexuality within sanctioned bounds is one of the greatest gifts of Allah, and a person to come closer to Allah. Allah created you with a sexual drive built into you. When you use your sexuality in a lawful way, Allah will approve your practice and reward you. If you give your child a car and your child uses it responsibly and wisely, that brings pleasure to him or her, and to you as a parent. Allah created you with the innate need to worship. If you worship Allah, He will be pleased with you. If you worship others, He will be displeased with you. Moment of silence for me personally. Allah created you with the innate need to eat, drink, and be merry, love, be loved, make love, socialize, and seek materialistic possessions. When you satisfy your innate needs in lawful ways, he will be happy with you and reward you. When you satisfy your innate need in lawful ways, he will be displeased with you. The difference between lawful and awful is the missing L, which comes from legitimacy. The rule is this: when you satisfy your innate biological and social needs according to God's plan for you, you experience a legitimate pleasure, and B, Allah will be pleased with you and reward you. You can take it a step higher when you intentionally link every action you do to the purpose of your existence. Whatever you do to keep yourself alive and enjoy your life, start doing it so to be able to worship Allah and do good deeds unto others as an agent of mercy. This is a skill you need to learn. For example, wake up in the morning and have breakfast, not because God has made it permissible for you, but because you want to have the energy so you can live up to the purpose of your existence. The tremendous benefit in having every action you do except sin and vain practices linked in intention to the purpose of your existence is that all your acts of habits, needs, entertainments, and even intimacy can be converted to good deeds. Thus, an occasion to please God and draw closer to Him in a greater way. Eating, drinking, sleeping, resting, exercising, making love, socializing, discovering, having fun, and work all fit in beautifully with the purpose of your existence. When you do these activities in order to support the main purpose of your existence, that is to worship your Maker during your earthly sojourn, I think that's how you pronounce that. When you eat to worship Allah, then your act of eating becomes a good deed. When you drink to worship Allah, then your act of drinking becomes a good deed. When you sleep to worship Allah, then your act of sleeping becomes a good deed. When you go to work to worship Allah, then your working becomes a good deed. Consequently, you become Allah's man or woman of His green earth to do work He wants you to do. You become a full-time lover of Allah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I think I didn't stutter as much on this one, but I hope you learned like I did. But go ahead, pause and read this last part. Okay, pause and read. Pause and read. You got this. And then last part, you can go ahead and pause and read. Okay. Bye.